We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. They begin the drive with Williams. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. You look at this Raiders defense. They're in the spot statistically that you don't want to be in against the pass. Number 32 in the league, dead last.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
On second down, here's Wilson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9.
Well, anytime you sack Russell Wilson, that's a win for the defense. But to get him here on his opening drive of the ballgame, that's a really big win for that defense.
And the goal every week, keep him in the pocket. Don't let him get to the perimeter, because when he's in the open field, not only can he hurt you, but also you lose sight of receivers downfield, and they'll hurt you with big plays.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that ball's incomplete.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. Bennett, now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And to the 43, so down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
I remember sitting in special teams meetings, and at some point during the meeting, the coach would always say, you better treat this one just like you're playing offense or defense. It's a big part of the game. And we just saw evidence of why right there with that fumble.
Yeah, fumble on the punt, and after it was turning up to be a pretty decent return.
Yeah, a really nice return. They were going to be set up okay, and the offense would feel good running onto the field. And now the defense has to try it out there and try and slow them down.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And yeah, I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
They go play action with Wilson. Out to his left. This is Smith with the ground. And they'll have it in the red zone before it crosses over out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
This 2nd and 4.
Throwing is Wilson.
This one swung out to Williams.
Touchdown, Broncos!
Javonte Williams
with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Broncos will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Here's Duggan to throw. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Randy Gregory collapses the pocket and drops him for a loss of 3.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
Now the first pass of the afternoon is complete. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. To throw is Duggan. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They bring a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to a self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups, check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. The Broncos had a struggling 3-13 now on the year. And they come in mired in a brutal stretch right now. Losers of 8 straight games.
Could you imagine being in those coaches' rooms right now? And you remember the old expression, there's no such thing as a bad idea? That's really true right here. They're searching for any idea, anything that can galvanize this team and find a victory and get them out of this losing spin.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Third and 2, now Wilson. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. From the right hash. This from 45 yards away. Sly able to put this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to. Down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Duggan now to throw. And his throw here is incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Duggan will look to throw this. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
10-0 the score after 1. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it 2nd down and 12. Throwing, Duggan. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Aaron Browning from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9. He found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 45-yard line. Now they'll audible to something else. Duggan. The 20, 10, and he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. It's a big play there for Vegas. 42 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. Touchdown. Jalen Hyatt from 4 yards out. And the Raiders have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And he'll throw this one away, but I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
14. Hey, alert. Hey, alert. Be alert. Start.
Wilson.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. He's on his way.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Duggan looking to throw. Throw caught by Mayer.
Touchdown, Raiders. Michael Mayer, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Carlson on for the PAT. And that makes it 14-10.
Makes the score Raiders 14, Broncos 10. Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Here's Wilson to throw.
That's going to be caught by Judy.
A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you?
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 42. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Tackle made by Tyree Wilson.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Touch 50. 36 power. Got it.
To throw is Wilson. Finds Dulcich out left side. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 17-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now Wilson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Go.
They go back to the ground with Williams. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back.
Hey, let's go double count right here. Double count. Start.
A first carry for Samaje Perine. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Now it's Wilson. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Broncos will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now 17-14. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with a little under a minute to go, they may try and work their way into field goal range and try to tie up this ball game. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Well, these two teams met in Vegas earlier in the season with the Raiders winning that ball game. So they're looking for the series sweep here in Denver. To throw on 2nd and 10. Duggan. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Caught along the left side by Hyatt. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Off play action. Dugan. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now third down and very long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And the Broncos are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Now an option play on second down. Runs over him. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. Down the sideline he goes. He may go. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Jalen Hyatt, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Well, they were back in the shadows for their own goalpost, and that flipped quickly.
So much for playing it safe. I mean, the conservative, easy call, run the football, take care of it, create some space, pump the ball away, but no, let's throw it. And sometimes a defense's aggressiveness is used against them because when you've got people backed up, your natural inclination is to try and really force them back, and sometimes they get burned that way.
And they got burned there.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. From his end zone, here's Tremont Smith. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Now Wilson. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Play action. It's Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Fourth down. Here's Wilson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. There he goes, left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Josh Jacobs with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown, so now you feel like they really need to respond. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. A solid stiff arm.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there are going to take this to about the 10-yard line. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up 1st and goal.
Let's go now.
Here's Jacobs. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
In motion right, that's Hyatt. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass.
And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Jalen Hyatt, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Raiders get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Carlson now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Broncos 17. Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Wilson now off the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in play. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Cortland Sutton, 46 yards. And the Broncos get a bit closer.
Brandon, they just got the ball, and already they're in the end zone, and you're getting ready to talk about the PAT. That was fast.
Now Joey Sly for the point after. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Here's Duggan to throw. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
To throw is Duggan. Same target. It's Jacobs again. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain. And
he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
second down. Jacobs once more.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Cody Barton there to bring him down. Now a 2nd and 10.
Takes this to the 45. Broken tackle. Bought him a little extra space. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. As we get late in this one, is altitude a factor for a visiting team in Denver? Is that something that's overplayed?
No, it's real, and I know a lot of the visiting teams like to downplay it because they don't want to get into the heads of their players, but you can't avoid it. As soon as you get to the locker room, you get to the stadium, they always post it in there. Welcome to Denver. Altitude 5,280 feet. The air is rare.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A big play there on the catch and run. 34 yards.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. In motion left goes a tight end.
Duggan will look to throw this. To the left side. There's Mayer.
Touchdown! Michael Mayer. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Raiders are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Broncos 24. Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
And the offense moving quickly to the line.
A big loss on the play.
Yeah, Wilson going to change things up here.
Here's Wilson looking to throw on 2nd down. He'll air this one out for Mims. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 1.
Throwing is Wilson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And he'll take it just outside the 40. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7.
And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but They've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Stiff-armed him. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
But just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
Well, I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little tap pass, it goes for good yardage, a little something extra in his repertoire.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
They'll fake the jet sweep there. Instead, hand to Jacobs up the middle.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Duggan.
He finds his man complete. It's Jacobs. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
Well, partner, they've used him quite well out of the backfield in this one. And here's another nice example. They set up the screen, and he's able to pick his way downfield for a nice gain there.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down.
A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. 4th down now after a loss of 2. Daniel Carlson set for the Raider field goal. This from 32 yards away. The kick by Carlson is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Tempo. Run.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. He's going to let it fly. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 35-yard line.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the